Thanks for joining us. This afternoon, we are continuing our discussion on the future of the seed sector and how we can continue to contribute to sustainable agriculture after the COVID-19 crisis. We have gained many lessons from farmers, customers, and authorities in their responses to the pandemic. And we are thankful that our sector activities have been broadly exempted from restrictions. However, it remains to be seen what the medium and long-term impact would be. In this second session on the future of the seed sector, we have representatives from Europe and South America. But as earlier today, the voice of the World Farmers Organization is also present. We would like to have also better understanding of the grain markets. Today, business leaders and partners will share their vision of the future. From Argentina, we have the president of Semillas, Basso, who is president of the Argentinian Seed Association and the Seed Associations of Americas. Our partner, Lorena, Basso. We also have the CEO of Limagrain Vegetable Seeds, Franck Berger, past president of the French Seed Union and former chair of the National Organizing Committee of our wonderful ISF Seed World Congress 2019 in Nice. Again, we have the World Farmers Organization represented by its treasurer Arnold Puech d'Alissac. And finally, we will hear some perspectives from the value chain from Arnaud Petit of the International Grains Council.
Good afternoon to all of you. Thank you, Michael, for inviting me to join the first ISF Virtual Congress. COVID-19 has placed us in a new normality. I was supposed to be in Cape Town, however, I am in Buenos Aires in an empty office because of the home office, of course. Everything is in silence. A normal day in Latin American company would never be like this, I promise. I would like to address the title from three different views: macro, micro, and learnings, as the opportunity to do something positive with this new reality. About macro view, COVID started as a supply problem and muted in a demand problem due to the huge impact to the service sector. It's a data that 70% of the GNP of the Occidental world came from services. The effects on the international activity is like a natural disaster, but of global dimension. A global construction of 3% is expected for this year and a quick recovery of 5 to 8% for the 2021. In general, nothing indicates that the food sector will be deeply affected.
Hello, good morning or good afternoon or good day, wherever you are. My name is Franck Berger and I work with Groupe Limagrain in France. Groupe Limagrain is a cooperative organization, a farmer-based organization that work in many aspects of food production, but especially specialized in seeds. We do vegetable seeds and field seeds, and we have a direct presence in 56 countries. So for this ISF Virtual Congress panel, what I would like to do is maybe testify a little bit how we have gone through this time, this fairly difficult times, both as Limagrain, but also as one of the members of the French National Seed Association, which I had the pleasure to be the president of for the last 3 years. For us, all started actually in China. We do operate in China, and since last January, our various teams over there had to actually do with the crisis, with the confinement, with the various restrictions, and it actually struck us on how complicated things were going, but also on how well organized the country was, and how people were complying with all of it. So, of course, when it started hitting Europe, we were a little prepared, but not completely, to the extension and to the extent of the changes that the COVID crisis has brought to our personal lives, and also, of course, to our professional lives.
Hello to everybody. I'm very glad to attend the ISF Virtual Congress. I am Arnold Puech. I am a French farmer. I live in Normandy. I'm the leader of the European consultancy for the World Farmer Organization, and I am also the treasurer of this organization. I'm a crop producer of flax, wheat, barley, corn, rapeseed. I'm also a beef and chicken producer. The circular economy is part of way of farming. The current crisis have been teachers in many ways for our sectors. It is teaching us the importance of food production system. Any disruption to it affect people in a very little sense, both farmers and consumers. COVID-19 put all the food chain in trouble, and some countries have been more in trouble than others. And the consumers also have raised concern about the availability of food in supermarket. What are the challenges for the farmer? Farmers are resilient people, and we are, for the most part, been resilient in the face of this crisis.
Good day to everybody. My name is Arnaud Petit. I am Executive Director of International Grains Council. And first of all, I would like to thank Michael Keller for having granted the opportunity of IGC to be part of your relevant Congress. Seed sector is talking about life when IGC is talking about trade and food security. So we are definitively close link. And I am very happy that we can share experience about the grains markets. But first of all, I would like to introduce the IGC, and if I may have the first slide, please. IGC is, and the other one, please, is IGC is an international organization, intergovernmental organization, which bring together 60 countries. And the main objective is, first of all, to bring market transparency on cereals, oilseeds, and rice, and to track physical trade, physical volumes of trade for these commodities. And by that, indeed, we enhance cooperation between countries to get the freest trade among the different countries across the world. If I may have the next slide, please. So in order to get a better market transparency, first of all, we provide daily reports to our members about market developments, forecast and supply and demand. But we don't stop only on supply and demand. We look also about trade volumes on a weekly basis from the main exporters, and also the cost of trade, meaning freight, ocean freight, which has made a huge development in the last months.